What's up, guys? Hunter Friends here, back at it again with another video. In this video, guys, we're going to be talking about cards that you definitely should be buying before it's too late. And of course, we're going to go ahead and start off with Shooting Quasar Dragon from Stampede. So this is, of course, the quarter-century secret rare version of this card. And the reason that we do discuss this is that it's been a few months since Stampede came out. And when this card did get released in the set, of course, as a QCR, it was about 50 cents to $1. And that was the perfect time to pick it up, because if you did not, it is now an $11+ card. Now, this is still the perfect time to pick this card up because, guys, over time, easily 15 bucks, 20 bucks. Remember, this is the accumulation of all 5Ds, all the Signer Dragons into one, and it's just such an amazing card overall. You can still use it in synchro decks, and if people find other ways to abuse it, you can already imagine what's going to happen. So grab this card now before it is too late. Moving on, we have Stardust Scythe Divine Dragon, and we did discuss previously how you should be selling this card. Well, that actually was the original copy. Now this is the reprinted version, and it's under $1. Now this is, of course, used in Blue Eyes and other various decks, but I will say, why not grab it for under $1 now? Then later, instead of later down the line, you're grabbing it for like $5, $6, right? So go ahead and do that. You guys are good to go. And then moving on, we do have Primite Dragon Ether Burl, and of course we do have the Primite Lordly Lord. So you do want to, of course, know the fact that there are some talks that Monster Mayhem did get short printed, meaning that cards like these will go up in price because it's going to be harder to pull. Now, unfortunately, that is the thing, and you kind of want to be on top of it. If you're going to be playing these decks now, grab the cards, right? Because if not, this can easily go back to being 15, 16 bucks and the original cost of how it was for the original card, which was above 20 bucks. And same thing with Primite Lordly Lord, because this one was insanely expensive, as you guys know, 60 plus. Grabbing 3 copies for 60, that's a steal, right? So you might as well go ahead and do that now, since it just got reprinted, then wait. And then we do have Mistaken Arrest. This card has become more popular in side decks for tournaments so far this season, and it's very similar to a Droll Lockbird effect. It is just in a quick spell form, so it's something you do want to pick up. Now the secret rare, of course, is going crazy, above $16 on market, and that's just for a damaged copy too, so that's how you know it's really expensive, because people really prefer to play the secret rare, compared to the infinite gold or maximum gold rare. Now I will say that it could get a reprint, but in the meantime, go ahead and just grab 3 copies from Infinite Gold, and you guys are good to go, right? I know it's gold rare, you don't like gold rare, but just push past it, just this once, okay? Just this once. Moving on though, we do have, of course, the new set Monster Mayhem, and a lot is going on with this. We saw from Gamer Choice pre-sales, a lot of the chibi cards were more high expensive, right? You can see Neos being about 40 bucks for the Starlight Rare, Honest 30 bucks, which was about fairly priced, but you can see other Starlight Rares actually much lower than what it was. Photon Dragon is actually equal to how it was, but Gearfried the Iron Knight was 20, now it's 15, and Junk Warrior was about 30 bucks, now it's 20. So if you do want to pick up some of these cards, these Starlight Rares, go ahead and do so now. Also, a lot of the other Starlight Rares, the non-chibi cards, are doing pretty well. I would say, honestly, highly recommend the Herald of Orange Light, the Starlight Rare. For 48 bucks, not bad, because you know how much people go crazy for decks like Drytron trying to come back into the format. Not a fan, but hey, if you are, it's okay. Ladies Dragon Maid's supposed to hopefully do pretty well this format, but again, we're going to see. And then, of course, you have the Orcus Automation, which people are going crazy for Orcus right now, which we'll get into a little later. But moving on, we have Harpy's Feather Duster from the early days collection, and I kind of wanted just to talk about it just a little bit, just because of how accessible it is. You can just grab a game, you have the of course get the card, sell the game, pretty much pay for itself in the most part, right? But again, it's a question I want to ask, where does the stamp really affect your purchase, right? Because it's harder to kind of get one without that stamp misprint, and I've heard rumors where you can actually turn it into Konami and they'll give you a new one. I'm not too sure how that goes, but if you guys do know, let me know down below, of course. And moving on, guys, we do have Gordian Slicer, and of course this is from Alliance Insight, still a relatively new set, but people have been talking about this card, and it is a good card, to be honest with you. It's just that we have a lot of other amazing cards in our format that people are using, but I will say that, give it time, people will definitely turn to this card. So go ahead and grab 3 copies while it's cheap. It used to be about 14-15 bucks. Now you can see it around 12, so I would go ahead and do so, or grab some over time, whichever you guys do prefer. Moving on, we do have Dragon Master Magia, and this is really just any copy, right? Would you say at this point you want to just grab a copy of Magia just for your collection? Because who knows, over time, compared to the original version, I don't know if it'll reach that height, but I can see this easily reaching 70-80 bucks when you only have access to, I believe, 3 copies or 4 copies of it in the entire game. Not a bad pickup, honestly. Then we, of course, have the Orcus cards themselves, and wow, Galatea, the Orcus Automation, the Ultimate Rare from, of course, OTS 10 is doing pretty well. 35 bucks. It used to be way more expensive, so that's a steal. And same thing for the Dingirsu, the Orcus of the Evening Star. I remember that card was like 50-60 bucks. But of course, that was a long time ago. That was TOS format, if you guys do remember. And you can already see how well Galatea, just the Ultra Rare, is doing for 18 bucks right now. So Orcus is the wave. If you're going to be playing it, definitely go ahead and do so. But wow, I have to say the call out from Heart Horror, because that got bought out a long time ago, was valid. You can see already here how many people are playing it and enjoying the deck. Then really quick, we want to talk about Magnificent Mavens, how well this set is doing. Like sealed, I can only imagine. But this seems to be a solid rarity where Konami's not like, we're going to reprint it again. It seems like for Secret Pharaoh's Rare, plus the Ultra Pharaoh's Rare, they're doing pretty well. A lot of missing listings here, very low. I like how Dark Magician is doing. It's doing really good, above that $380 price range. But if you guys have any of these cards, would you sell them or would you just keep them and hold them over time? I think you should hold them, in my opinion. Moving on, guys, we do have MST, and you can see your, of course, options here if you guys are looking to play the future archetype for MST, which is really cool. Not bad for Rarity Collection 2, a little below $30, but you have other options, of course, and you can just grab a really OG copy here from Magic Rulers too. So you have a lot of options to go ahead and do so. Next up, guys, we do have Crystal Clear Wing Over Synchro Dragon. What a mouthful, I know. And apologies for me, my throat is like slowly dying. But for 22 bucks, not bad. You know, for the longest time, it was about 40, 35, slowly going down. But if you're looking for a very nice quarter century secret rare version and a nice Synchro Dragon monster for Supreme Darkness, go ahead and pick this card up. It could be used over time. Moving on, we do have Super Polymerization from, of course, OTS 14. And compared to the Starlight Rare version, or of course the quarter century secret rare version, this is not a bad card to pick up, because you can see a near mint is about 65, and the others compared to that are about 140 plus. So grab a playset, and I think you'll do pretty well over time, especially if you're trying to flip it or just keep it for your personal collection. And then 2 more cards, guys. We have Droll and Lockbird, the OG copy here. And again, I just believe that the formats continue where we do need Droll in the format. You know, with the lack of cross-out designators, it's just more susceptible to have Droll, and to still grab it for about 30 bucks for a modern copy is not a bad price. Like, really don't overestimate that. I picked up my 1 copy for about 22 bucks a few months back. I need to grab the other 2 copies, and I might do so now because it's definitely worth grabbing. And finally, we do have, of course, Enemy Controller, and you know, there was a point in our format where we actually did use this card, and of course we were using dual terminal copies, but now we do have, of course, the access of this in Core Secret Rare, and it might be a good idea to go ahead and grab a playset of this, because you never know in the future what will happen for this format or even past formats too. But guys, that's all we have for today's video. If you guys liked the video, make sure to give it a huge like, comment down below your thoughts. What do we miss for today's video? And guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn notification bell on so you're updated the next time I upload new videos. Alright guys, I will catch you in the next one. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day or night, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.